The Slerf meme coin on Solana is finally waking up. It's up almost 70% in the last week. Let's have a look at what's causing this. Let's have a look at who's buying here. Let's try to find out how much longer this rally can last using on-chain metrics. So we are currently at roughly 25 cents. We are up 67% this week, while Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana didn't do that much. Now here's the nice thing about Slerf. A lot of trading still happens on-chain, so we can have a look at the on-chain metrics. We can see who's buying, who's selling. We are not looking too much into the black boxes, into the centralized exchanges of this world. So 40% of trading still happens on Radium, the decentralized exchange on Solana. Now I published a video on Slerf 6 months ago already. We talked about the drama, how the developer made a mistake that then crashed the price. But even with that mistake, among the trending tokens, Slerf is the one with the largest liquidity by far. It's got 72 million worth of liquidity. That's more than 10 times the next trending token, Michi. And so initially we've seen a lot of suffering because all wallet cohorts sold. But it appears as if we have built some kind of floor in the last 2 months. We are now up, and the question is, how much higher can we potentially go? Now here's something interesting. The trading volume of this move has similar magnitudes to what we've seen before. We don't seem to be particularly heated now. And with 124 million in market cap, we also don't seem to be that high. Nowadays, the trending meme coins are way larger. For example, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Eno has 300 million. Baby Doge has almost 500 million. SPX 6900 has 700 million. So just in terms of market cap, it seems like another 5x is totally doable. And it appears as if this recent rally was mainly triggered by new investors. So this is the number of first-time traders versus recurring traders over time. And this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see a growing investor base. We want to see that on a given day, there's even more first-time traders than recurring traders. We don't see that very often for a lot of tokens. We also see that recently it appears as if small retail isn't trading that much anymore compared to the larger wallets. So it seems as if the larger wallets are now starting to accumulate. Now there's a news that's coinciding all of this. Apparently there was a takeover attempt by Negentropy Capital, but it appears as if that has failed. And it appears as if the whales are the ones that had been most interested in that takeover. Check this out. The number of whales increased from 75 to 89. So that's a growth of almost 19% in just a few days. What we see here on the right is the number of wallets with at least 400,000 Slerf tokens. Now at the current price, that's almost $100,000 worth of Slerf. So there was at least 1.8 million getting into this, probably more. In the middle, we've got medium-sized retail, that's a minimum holding of $10,000. On the left, we've got small retail, that's a minimum holding of $1,000. And so we can see there was growth across all wallet cohorts, but relatively speaking, the whales bought the most. And so now that's the big question. Are we actually seeing a turnaround? The price chart coincides very nicely with the number of holder charts. And that makes a lot of sense because, again, a lot of liquidity of Slerf is directly on chain. So you can actually see what's going on. If we are now flattening out, if we are not anymore dropping here, and if the small holders start buying and we don't see just a fake out like in June of this year, but we actually see revived interest, then I don't see any reason why the price can't do another 3, 4, maybe even 5x. The market cap definitely still justifies this. And the ownership seems to be relatively well distributed. Slerf could be one of those meme coins that get rediscovered, where a second bull run could happen if we don't see continued selling as we've seen in the past. It might stop now. The on-chain analytics seem to support that. Let's see what happens in the next week or two. Now, if you're interested in on-chain analytics tools like this and you want to plug in your own tokens on Ethereum or on Solana or on any other chain, then feel free to check out the premium membership. This is where we've got various tools. We've also got videos on how to build those tools. And I am regularly extending and refining them. So look at how many blockchains we now support: Ethereum, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Base, Blast, BNB, etc. And there's all kinds kinds of tutorial videos as well. For example, also one regarding building those on-chain tools. I believe crypto is both a game of luck and skill. And the more we learn over time and the more we trade, the less the luck component becomes important and the more important skill becomes. I believe that the skilled people will get more capital over time. They beat the market. So the premium link is down below. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like what you see, simply message me within the first week. I'll refund you. And in case you're simply just looking for a community to chat with, you don't want to spend too much time on learning, there's also a free Telegram. Link is as well down below. Looking forward to seeing you there as well. Cheers.